Well,
Welcome to Shadeinthecity. I'm your girl Treese.
it's Niles.
And today, y'all, we are here to bring you our recap of what is this? The Before the 90 Days, season 7, episode 7. What was the name of this episode?
Maybe in another life.
Oh, yeah, maybe in another life.
Mhm.
So yeah, y'all, if y'all haven't already, please go ahead and make sure y'all hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And yeah, we're gonna get into it. I ain't gonna be long-winded this time because it's a lot to get into. And Nell's got all the best people, so I get to sit back and just, sit back and just watch. But anyway, y'all. So yeah,
So,
let's get into it. Let's get shady. Shout out to Retro and TSF. That never gets old.
it really doesn't.
It
Ari be
never gets
bopping to it. Ari be,
old.
Ari be bopping to it.
So yeah, y'all, we're starting off this episode with Tigerlily and Adnan. We get to see Petra, which is the Pink Mountains. It was beautiful. It looked amazing. Adnan talks about how beautiful it is and how he feels like he's the best husband for pulling this off for Tigerlily. And she feels a little bit differently, I'm sure.
She don't
Now, right. She don't give a damn about these pink mountains right now. So his brother chases after her because we know the last scene we saw her walking off. And basically he's like, "What is wrong with you walking off out here like that?" Okay. And so she gets emotional and she's like,
he going to protect and find out what's wrong with his sister-in-law though.
that was that to
Look,
that point.
look, it couldn't have been Victoria because Victoria would have been like, find your
I
own
was
way.
just gonna say everybody family might not do that. So basically she's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to be a good wife to Adnan." And he has different rules, and the brother is trying to soothe her and basically lets her know that they both have rules. Yours are gonna be stricter, but there's rules for everybody, okay? And reassures her that Adnan really does love her. So he comes over, and I don't know if anybody noticed this. The first thing he did was cover her hair up.
Yeah, he did. While he was
He tried to be sweet, like, "Oh, baby." I said, "Oh,
well, I mean, that could have been because it's hot outside.
okay." And to Cintley's point, shout out to her. It's probably a holy place. So even what I mean, they have to be even more respectful. So I don't know, because didn't old girl have her hair covered up?
I think so.
Yeah. So
Shit.
yeah, Shay. So anyway, so basically he tells her he doesn't want to, he doesn't want her killing his mood. So basically he's telling her, "Can you be happy now?" And he apologizes so that she'll stop complaining and tells her, "Okay, be happy now." Like, can we?
Right. Yeah, like, hurry up.
And so she accepts the apology basically to get through the day, and go along and get along. But she wants to have another conversation later on, which we never see happen. She knows that she's Adnan's first relationship, so he's never had basically anyone to put him in his place, and because that's not a part of his culture for men to be put in their place. So then Tigerlily finally starts to come around after seeing how beautiful Petra is, and they go for this camel ride. Cruz and Shay are shocked at just how quickly things have turned around because she was just so mad a few minutes ago. And, they just brushed everything under the rug. And so they know that basically moving forward, they're going to have issues once Tigerlily returns to the U.S. with all her new rules. And so Tigerlily says despite her issues with Adnan, she had a good time at Petra. She's sad, thinking about going back home the next day. And then Shay brings up on a car ride, which I will say Shay was starting to get on my nerves.
That got on my nerves.
Okay. She was starting to get on my nerves.
It's like, and I felt like I felt Adnan when he was
I felt like Adnan wanted to check her.
He was like, "Why would you do that?"
Right.
Why would you do that?
I can understand her genuinely being concerned, but I just feel like every time Like Cruz, if Adnan asks him a question or he's, he'll answer it, but he's not volunteering. Like Shay's just speaking when no one's asking.
Well, and also it's the
She's
thing.
giving unwarranted advice.
It's also what she's saying too. It's like, yeah,
Right.
it can cause some friction in your relationship and might cause trust issues. And it'd be different. It'd be like, guys, how do you feel? It's your last day. I know you guys are gonna miss each other, something like that. But you're talking about all this negative stuff. It's gonna cause trust issues and
What did I tell you last week when I said you gotta be concerned? You gotta be concerned about who you get your crystals from.
oh, that ain't what I thought you was about to say.
Oh no, all that negativity, and you think that didn't rub off on that?
Look, no, it's probably because she gave away her crystals. She need them
Oh,
back with her negative ass. No, I thought she was gonna say. Remember you said that she's given damn, what's the girl name? The one that took Destiny's man.
oh, Sunny Vibes
Yes,
got all the issue in the world with him.
it don't matter, and Anon don't want that. He don't want that, especially all of that, all of
Yeah,
that.
you too mouthy, but I bet you should shut up for some odd. No.
He don't want to find out. He don't want
Um, so basically, Tigerlily, she feels confident that they'll work through everything. She doesn't want to think about their issues, but admits that there is cracks in the relationship. And so she talks about going back to America, finding a house when she gets back so they have enough space. And then, she's sad about, thinking about going back to video calls and not being able to see each other. And I thought this was very sweet because Adnan actually starts to tear up and gets emotional at
girl.
the thought of his wife leaving. And when I tell you, I said, okay, he really does love that girl. I
Oh,
really do believe that.
that. But let me say something. When she's talking and she's like just talking about all the things she's got to do, and he is literally just sitting there reflecting on the fact that after tomorrow, his girl ain't gonna be there no more. His wife ain't gonna be there no more. He's
Right.
just quiet. Just you could see it all over his
Right
face.
in
And
his
I'm
face.
like, and look, she's like, baby. Look, what she did, I was like, that would have been my
Oh, did he? I wonder how old is she again? I wonder. I'm gonna have to find that out because only reason I say that is because I know she got one or two kids with the ex-husband, but
Mhm.
for some reason it makes me I'm not saying that women can't have kids in their 40s, but because he is so young, and then he's supposed to be moving over here, it just gives me the vibe, unless it's already been talked about, which they haven't covered a lot of important stuff. It makes me wonder, is he gonna get over here and then be like, I want kids? That's why I wanted to know her age, because by the time they wait 1 or 2 years, like I feel like he's gonna get here and spring that on her. Because he already said he hasn't given her everything. He's little by little. I absolutely see that happening. I see that storyline happening.
Well, no, I think she knows that he wants like kids, but she didn't know that he wanted as many as he said in the car. Remember, he said like 5 or something like that, and she was like,
Yeah,
"Well,
she's 41 and he's 22. Yeah.
I think she was like, I didn't know about 5 kids, but I think she knows that he wants kids or a child. I think she just didn't know the number was as high as he had said."
No, you're right. I forgot about that conversation. Okay. So,
Yeah.
but if we see them again, because don't get me wrong, but they really don't give a lot storyline wise. But I
They're
bet you if yeah, they're just cute. They're good. They're our eye candy for the show. But please believe me, if we see them again on 90 Day Fiance, he's gonna be running with that narrative.
and see when you say it like that, I feel like the next ones give too much.
Hmm.
They give too much. I'm cool. I'm cool with them. I'm cool with Adnan and Tigerlily. These next people, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Renee, they giving too much. Who was it that said Chitty Chitty Bang Bang in the comments?
I don't know. I'm gonna go look it up. That's funny. But I guess we're moving on to Renee and Chitty. Did you just call her Rain?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Maybe it's me. Maybe
I,
it's me.
I look. She need to be called Rain. She don't deserve to get her name right. She don't
Mm.
deserve it. She over here packing up after the argument, that she had with Victoria. She asking Chitty if he coming, he said, I got to get some things together. I got to get my clothes, the money for the hotel. She called him out.
Yo,
She
when
called
she
him out.
said you
Yeah,
got like 2 pairs of drawers and 2 t-shirts, I said, why we had to do Chitty like that?
she's disgusting.
It
She's
was Miracle. Shout out to Miracle, by the way. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
oh,
That was
she,
funny.
um, yeah, basically she called him out on his BS, told him he ain't got much. And he said, he basically already told this woman why he can't do it, but she don't want to hear that. She don't want to hear nothing to do with his face. So he over here making up.
All I hear is, I can't go for that. No, 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 can do. I can't go for that.
Now he says that he needs to talk to his sister and his brother-in-law about it, and she says, "Oh, okay. So you want to lose me forever because I'm looking for a man who can make their own decisions." Girl, just go. Please, just
He
go.
said, you are not Flo Millie. I don't care if I lose you.
So he asked her, how is her moving out supposed to help their relationship? And she says staying isn't going to help because she feels like an intruder. Now he tried telling her that he doesn't want her to leave, and she said the fact that we can't even sleep in the same room together, really what you want doesn't matter.
Can
So
I just be honest? Not saying she don't have a right to be mad, but I really think, I do think she's really crazy. Let's not get that twisted. I do think she's really crazy, but I really do think a lot of this is sexual frustration.
a lot of it is just in her head.
Well, in her head too, but like her being, because like she said, I can't even sleep in the same room as you. Like I just want to be alone with you. She just want some type of cuddle, some type of, and she's frustrated. And I mean, she has a right to be, but
you better order you a toy and go to hell to sleep.
Look, you don't know, they might be like Dubai. They might confiscate that at the airport.
I don't think so.
But
I don't think so. So basically he tried, taking up for his sister. That was clearly the wrong road. Then brother-in-law came in to witness the argument.
And heard everything she said.
He told her. He said, "Yeah, I heard everything."
It was still nice to you.
Chidi told her, the issue is not my sister. Okay, you already had this issue before you got here. You already told me that she was gonna have a problem with her. Chidi started to see,
and I said I like Chidi for checking her on that. Stop trying to make my sister seem like she's the problem. Like he didn't say much, but when he did speak up, I said, because everything else he was saying was some BS. I ain't gonna hold you. That would have irritated me too if I was Renee. I gotta get my clothes together, and I got.
Like he said, I tried telling you the truth and you ain't want to hear it. So now what you want me to say?
So I gotta lie to you?
Yes, my reason's still the same, and I don't want to hear shit you got to say about my face. The hell? So yeah, I gotta figure out some stuff. I gotta get some stuff.
I just feel like at this point, and I clocked this. He done said, she says weird things, awkward things, strange things. And in this episode, he said things that just nobody's mind could conceive, or something that he said.
I think he said a few things.
Right. It's like, why do you want to be with her if you feel this way?
Because she accepts him.
Look, what they say there is somebody for everybody, and that is not your person.
The problem. He think that this is the only person that will accept him. So Chitty started to see that the problem.
He can catfish somebody else, because that's what he did to her. He catfish somebody else and let them fall in love with his personality.
How often will this happen? Okay. So he feels like the problem is with no one else but Renee. Victoria came in and told what? Oh, and took up for her brother, basically saying, look at how you talking to him, look at the way you treat him. Basically, you did that wrong, girl.
Can I tell you, if I was Victoria, I would have passed that. I would have put that baby down, or I would have passed that baby over to my husband so quick, and me and Victoria would have been going down.
But the fact that she didn't makes me feel like Chitty really does know his sister.
Right.
My sister is not like that. So the fact that she's She really don't mess with Renee. You in her house in a whole nother country. She really could you up. Okay. But she's not. And you over here talking to her brother, all types of crazy, yelling at him. Let me tell you something. It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me.
It wouldn't have well.
You would have got a nice Nigerian ass whooping. And I might have called my homegirls over to whoop your ass too.
Well.
And you step into me like no, like let me.
When she was like, what she say? She was like, "Calm down, girl." Oh, that finger! I would have broke that finger so quick.
First of all, the fact she even said "girl," let me say something. All of that just showed me that Chidi is right about his sister. My sister is not conversational. She's not aggressive like that. So the fact that she dealt with all of that in her own home, in front of her husband, in front of her child, and they put hands on you, girl.
Oh yeah. What they said, clearly the Lord was watching over you. So maybe she do got some Jesus in her life.
Look, she need to be the one saying, "Thank you, Lord."
Okay.
All right. So Renee started making up scenarios. Victoria basically told the girl she was delusional. Then she's looking for Chidi to stick up for her. Then this girl starts talking about when Earth first started. Victoria done took her baby, rolled her eyes, and left out the damn room. She's like, "Oh Lord, here we go with this again." Then
and that's when he says that she says things.
This is when Chidi realized this bitch really got some issues.
Right.
Issues. Okay. But he's still trying to get her to stay and says, seeing her walk out the door made him feel sick. Shut up, Trace. But he feels shut up.
You're just too much in my mind. You know what I'm thinking.
That's because I thought the same thing. Now he says that it's ridiculous that she's trying to make him choose between her and his family, and they're not even married. And this is all while this girl is in the car, boohoo crying on the way to the hotel about how she really loved this man and all this other BS. Child.
She's special. And I hope so if y'all don't know, just a little tea for y'all. I did see on the Twitter, I believe it was
not on the Twitter.
On the Twitter or the X of it all. It was either Shabuti that I follow. It's either Shabuti or I don't think it was Sarcasm. It was either Shabuti or Sarcasm because they usually be the ones with the love at the lockup and 90-day stuff. But apparently, somebody got hold of her tweets or her Instagram or her Facebook where she posted that her and Chidi were uninvited to the tell-all. I think I told you this.
Mm-hmm.
They were uninvited to the tell-all, and she was upset about it. And she said that, and I think it's because they broke the NDA because they were going back. This is just my opinion, so this is alleged. Mm-hmm. But I believe it's because they broke the NDA because she was coming at Chidi and his family online after they filmed this. And with TLC, they like to keep, or they are trying to do better with keeping things tight and stuff not getting out before the season or before we see it on TV. So yeah, they got uninvited because I think Statler got in trouble for that too. But yeah, they got uninvited to the party, to the tell-all. And she said she wanted to go because she had planned to sing Mariah Carey, Don't Forget About Us to Chidi.
Are you joking?
I'm dead. She said it. These are her words. That was in the text.
She was going in on him and his family back and forth online. And then she was going to sing to him at the tell-all. Don't forget about us.
Don't forget about us. I said, okay, Renee. And again, back to Chidi's point, she just says very strange things that normal people's minds can't conceive. So
she's beyond awkward. She's
now you know what? I'm happy I got them for once because let's talk about who's the real scammer in this situation. Niles. Okay. Niles and Matilda. Nell's been going in on Matilda. Oh, she no. She actually really loved this man down. She thinks he's a good man, Savannah.
We love her too. He just broke and a liar.
There's a lot. There's a lot that I want to say that I am not going to say. Please understand that Niles is giving F boy. And I know y'all gonna say, oh no, in his situation, he is still clearly capable of taking advantage of a bitch. Okay. But let's hop into it. So
we need to go to Nigeria and buy some jewelry.
That part. So Niles' stomach is messed up from the rooter to the tutor because he done had that organic Ghanaian food and it was in Nigeria. I thought that was good. She was Ghana.
Oh, it is Ghana. You're right. Because they're
yeah. So they had the traditional Ghanaian food, and his stomach is, trying to get adjusted. Which I heard for real. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's one of the reasons why I'm a little bit scared. I do want to go to Africa, but I heard, like in just any country in general, because I guess our food is so got so much processed and has so much other stuff in it. When you actually get like real homegrown food, it tears your stomach up. But I'm still gonna do it. So then now said that the night before.
I'm always cool. Get skinny. Get skinny.
You stupid. So basically everything was hot and heavy the night before, as we saw, but he said that he wanted to be responsible. So he actually stopped her before they went to the next level because he said they had all their clothes off. I said, okay. What?
You know what? I think he really did it.
Why?
That would have been another thing she could have used against him. You knew you wasn't about to marry me.
And you tapped his ass.
Exactly.
I agree with you. I think that same thing. That's why I think he's an F boy. Because I absolutely, super
F boy, he would have just did it.
I'm gonna get into my read because here's my thing.
A bit of credit.
You are over here like, do you understand the severity? Of course, we're American. People get engaged, break up, they don't get married, right?
Why your camera blurry?
I don't know. She is expecting a room of 200 plus people. Her family is doing all this, and you went over here and you are straight lying and playing in her straight up to her face.
Straight into her face. I mean, it's giving American. It's very much American.
Like at this point, I'm not going to say it's the equivalent because I do think that he's going to tell her. But at this point, it's almost like you walking up to the altar and leaving her there and saying no. And we know how we feel about that as Americans. I think that's how they view this and what he's doing. He absolutely has no plans whatsoever. That's why I'm not even going to hold you. I was so pissed off when he went off and bought this ring. But then in perfect, bless you, in perfect F-boy fashion, he's buying the ring. So when he hits her with the blow of, I have no plans to marry you on this trip, he's hoping that it can smooth things over. He's calculated. It's
a hush gift.
Would you say a hush gift?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't play with nobody. I just think it's so
the skirt. It was a hush gift. It was all a hush gift.
I just think it's so messed up to play with somebody's family like that, play with somebody's heart like that. Like this girl is fully in the thought. As you can see, she's happy. She's talking about dancing around at her wedding. And this nigga is looking at her dead in her face, knowing good and damn well he has no intention. I ain't gonna get too personal, but I'm gonna just say we would have went to blow. Like I don't know what she's gonna do when she finds out, but it's just so disrespectful to the culture, to her family, to just everything. And I don't see it for Niles. And if Nels wants to add anything on that I missed, then cool. But I'm done with him. Okay.
Let me say something. I agree with everything you just said. I agree with everything you just said. Everything he's doing is messed up. Definitely should have told her. But a part of me feels like she kind of already knows.
Are you playing advocate right now?
No, I'm not saying that it's right. What I'm saying is even before he went out there, I feel like a part of her already knows because he's mentioned it a little bit to her. And she'll be like, I feel like she's putting pressure on him about constantly bringing it up how happy she is about the 200 people and putting pressure on him so that he can't back out of it. Because even before he got over there, he's mentioned like, oh, maybe we should wait or something like that. And she's like we getting married, like, it's 200 people coming. And I think she keeps on reiterating that to put pressure on him so that he won't even bring it up.
Okay, I look at Nels. Nels turning over a new leaf, playing advocate. Look at
I'm
that
not,
therapy. Look at what that therapy do to you. Over here playing the devil. Go ahead, girl.
the therapy make you the devil.
Uh-huh. Make
No,
you consider make you consider everybody's side, even if it's wrong.
yeah, I'm not
Wrong.
I'm not at all advocating for him, but I do feel like she has a slight idea that if she just kind of left it alone, he would say that because he said it before. But she keeps on. Oh, I'm so happy! I'm so excited! I can't wait! Da da da
You
da.
know
And
what? You know the one thing she ain't tried yet?
what?
Give him your ass to kiss and see how that works.
Oh, she going to when you tell her.
All right, now let's get on to these other clowns.
Vanya, and who is 41 from Orlando. And
We be finding a lot of people from Florida.
it's the Florida crazies.
And they always be in this general area, that central.
And what's his name?
Prayers up for all those that, Helene Milton. Let me not forget that. I'm over here taking shots at Florida. I know y'all been through a lot. And then you got this crazy one out here representing you.
You the worst. What's his name? Bojo?
His name is Bajo or Bojo. First of all, his name is spelled Bozo. And I text Nels when I was watching this and I said, she likes clowns. So this makes sense. Not to be offensive to anybody's name, but it goes together so well.
So apparently she's a belly dancer. She said that she was at a festival at a beach. She ran into a guy who was blowing fire. She decided to have a conversation with him, and by the end of it, she learned how to do it. Okay. She said she has 4 careers. In
I can't
addition,
say I do like that about her. I like that she is that ambitious. It clearly, when she puts her mind to something, she does it.
So she does that. She's also a dancer, permanent makeup artist, a vegan baker, and a medical sales rep. Let me say something. What I heard is that she makes money.
Okay.
All of those make money.
And that's probably why he like her.
She's making bank, okay? But she said that her dating life has been in the shitter, okay? She said 11 years ago she met a man who she thought she was going to marry. Then they started having these little random arguments. So she was trying to figure out what was going on. She went over to his house, saw him kissing the girl on the couch. So, she said it was a tough time in her life and it's been super hard to bounce back. She said she's originally from Bosnia. So 8 months ago, she decided to go home, reconnect, take a little trip. She went to Split, Croatia, got on her little date app, started swiping, and ran into Bojo, okay, who's a ball player. Unfortunately, this man ain't responded until after she left. It could have been me because I'd have been like, too late, homie. Although I ain't gonna lie. The pictures and stuff was cute, or the video was cute because right here you don't look cute in the picture. I don't. That ain't cute. So she said, but they continue talking, and she plans to go to Croatia to meet him. Now she said that so she went to meet up with her friend Fabiana, who she's known for 17 years. Basically, they get into it about this dude. Fabiana's a little worried about her because this man done played her before. Okay. He kind of used to ghost her a little bit. She was trying to figure out what was going on. And eventually he called her and told her, listen, I can't be with you because I got a girl over here. She said that a couple months later, he hit her up, said him and the girl broke up and he wanted to try again. Fabiana like, girl, how you know he ain't still messing with her? You don't know what's going on over there. And she just kind of like, I guess I'll find out when I get there. It
She
is
did
what it
this to herself. She absolutely did this to herself.
it
This is
was.
she's he has already disappointed her before when she was getting
Oh,
ready to
you
go
mean
over there.
time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's doing this to herself. Some people are gluttons for punishment, and you can't. I want to feel bad for her, but I can't because she's setting herself up for failure, not success, failure.
Here's the worst. So she's going to see her boo in 2 days. She has her cousin, or her sister cousin, Sanella, come over to help her, go through some outfits before she leaves, figure out what she
I
wanted.
like this scene. I did like this scene.
She let her cousin know that, when she's over there, she's going to be staying at her own place because he stayed with his mom and his aunt. So cousin is asking all the right questions. Girl, why he
Right.
ain't got money? He's a ball player. Um,
She's like,
is
they
he
don't make
is
that
he
much
gonna
money, but I'm
time
like, see, he
is he
can't even.
gonna spend time with you at your place? She wanna know when the last time she had sex. This girl said 6 years ago. She's a whole virgin again.
He
Okay.
must play on the D League in Croatia or something. I know you don't know nothing about them sports, but that's like the
I
low.
know. Look, if you say deed, I mean, it's got to be bad because that's like celebrity list. So she said that they call her a sex camel because apparently camels can go a long time without drinking water. And she has that ability with sex, but she said she's starting to get a little thirsty. Um, Apparently they come from similar cultures. She talks about the war. She was visiting her grandparents. They were headed back home, and then missiles were flying. So she had to stay with her grandparents. She said that they didn't have water or electricity for a year. They were eating onion and flour with soup that they called black soup for months. And she was almost unalive numerous times. So she feels like, listen, I've been through all of this. The Lord
I
brought
gotta
me,
live in the moment.
and I got to live in the moment, and I'm going to see my man. Okay. So she's headed to the airport in her heels, as she always does. Okay. She tried reaching out to this man a few times. She called and he ain't picking up. She's super nervous because of her past with him. Literally starts getting anxious, starts getting emotional, but she decides, I'm going to get on the plane anyway. And, she's just hoping that he will be there when she lands. Child. How I talk to you all day, every day, and then the day I'm leaving, you ain't nowhere to be found.
And he did this to you before. Now, let's get into this nasty, which I told y'all he was a nasty person. I told y'all this last. I said I think he, for whatever reason, unfortunately because of things that has happened to him, and it's unfortunate, but he has a nasty attitude. Um, So let's get into Brian, right? So he's headed to meet Ingrid's girlfriends, and then she plans to spend the night at the hotel with him. He's nervous about meeting the friends, of course. The friends ask him how he's enjoying Brazil so far, and he's talking about how hot it is, but says that he's enjoying himself. And then they're like, well, did you need assistance getting here? And he lets them know, no, like I did this all on my own. And I said, yeah, getting over there, but not once you got there, because we saw how you put this girl to work. But again, it was just a test. Okay. So they said they're all surprised and basically think that the relationship will be a challenge because production is asking them, like, what y'all think about Ingrid being with this older man in the wheelchair? So her one friend wants to get all in their business and wants to know, is Ingrid tapped that yet, or he tapped that, and what that love life be like. And Ingrid shares that they haven't done it yet. And Brian tells them that he decides to brag on his penis and talks about
Yep.
how, normally when he touches down in Brazil, he has a girl the first night, but says, Ingrid is different. And
That
so
would have
he
annoyed the hell out of me.
huh?
That would have annoyed the hell out of me.
Oh, I know. And Ingrid said, this is my first time hearing this. I didn't know he was busting them down like that, but okay. Um, and so, he says he wants something serious with her. Her friends basically keep pushing her to have sex with him, and Brian is hopeful that he'll get some that night. And then when they get back to the hotel, he tells her that he has a gift for her, which happens to be some lingerie, however you want to say it. And Ingrid Ingrid says that, they never talked about sex, but she might be able to spread them legs, you know what I'm saying, since they're in a better space. And so she isn't sure, and after she done had a couple drinks, okay, she isn't sure what to expect because she's never, been with a wheelchair user. And then my notes say I need them to take the tag off her lingerie.
I, I was like, you trying to take it back? What is she? Why did she leave?
So we see Brian later, and we learn that shortly after production left, Ingrid and Brian got into an argument. Brian explains that he didn't have a condom, so he offered her oral sex. Well, it's out. I said it. So he knows it's his fault, and he wasn't prepared, but says he's hurt. She shut everything down. Now production asks her what happened, and Ingrid says that she didn't want, no, she didn't want no, head. Okay. And she just told him to be patient, wait for the, next opportunity. And he got so upset and showed his whole ass. And Brian then, and this is how I know he did it. This is how I know he did it. Because then he admits that he's self-conscious already about what women think about it. That's why I put in my notes, because I went back and changed it. That conversation with the homegirls and him bragging on his stuff. He's very self-conscious because of his disability. And I also think that makes him nasty too. And when he lashes out and he rages and then tries to say, well, oh, poor me. I'm so, I'm going through this thing and look at, and you get, no, that doesn't mean you get to be up to people. No, that doesn't mean that. You don't get to talk to people any type of way. You don't get to just say random things and talk about how many.
Just like Niles, don't get to be mean either, huh? Don't get to talk shit. Nobody gets to talk shit.
No. Your disability is not an excuse to be an asshole.
No.
Well, look, I said it.
I can't stand you.
And Ingrid said basically that this is just doing too much to her psychologically. And I was like, I feel you, girl. It's too much, because that's what I'm saying. That's not fair. Because if I don't like your personality or something, now you're going to try to make it, oh, is it because my disability? Like, you're not going to try to mind me into being with you when you're an asshole. You're just not that. I'm sorry. I know people that do that, and it really irritates me. And Brian really, and I'm glad that I peeped it early on. All right. And then this other asshole. I'm sorry, y'all. She got all the good ones, because y'all did not want the smoke that I had.
So Loren and Faith is up next. Faith went to Loren's door. She told him, let's go take a long walk around the park after dark to have this conversation. Faith is extremely upset because
I gotta go off camera for this one. I'm so disappointed in her.
Faith is extremely upset because this is her first love. He broke her trust and she doesn't know how it can be fixed. He told her that he went to the clinic earlier that day, got the medicine for his STD, and it'll be gone in a week. He said that, we're in this
so casually, like it's not like you just didn't have something oozing out your.
He does, because it's casual to him. This clearly ain't his first time. Now he says that they're in that situation because he's the one that messed up, but he felt like he did communicate that he was sleeping with other people.
You know what? If I was Faith and he would have been talking to me about this, I would have said, I don't want to know. Keep that shit to yourself.
So, she's like, does that mean every time you text me and you told me that you were staying in somebody's house, you was sleeping with them? Like having sex with them? And he was like, well, not every house, but, maybe like once a week.
Every week. Every week.
My thing is, he knows that he didn't tell her that, and he knows that that's not what she thought, because he wanted to have a conversation with her about having a monogamous relationship, and that's not what he wanted to do. So if you thought that she already thought that y'all were in a polygamous relationship or whatever relationship you thought you were in, you wouldn't have felt the need to have that conversation. So you full of shit.
Brokey.
You oozing and you broke.
And you a F boy.
She said, "Why are you having sex with other people if you love me?" So he told her that he does love her and he wants to be with her and he's not going to sleep with anyone else and he apologizes for cheating. She told him that she's really hurt and she can't do this again. She said that she doesn't know what to do because he was supposed to be meeting her family and right now you're not giving boyfriend. You giving homeboy. And that's really what I'm going to introduce you as. And he really don't give a damn. He's just glad he get a second chance and still a chance to live there where it's super damn cheap and $40 to get him somewhere.
Well,
And I'm listen, you can't tell her man I don't want to know because she would have had something.
and then it's for me, it's I'm so disappointed in her. So now you're gonna take on to meet your family as your friend,
Nope.
but they knew he was your boyfriend before.
Guess what? You'd have just been wasting your money, homie. You'd have just been wasting.
I felt the same way. We wouldn't have went. I already told y'all I'm really bad at faking the funk. If me and my partner ain't doing good, I just won't go. Cause please believe, Nels can tell you if I'm mad and we not good, oh, you gonna know about it. By the time I show up at that event, you gonna be like, oh Jesus. You're gonna feel the energy and know that it is off. Okay. So I just choose to not go. Yeah, Faith is, I don't know. She's holding on to this dream. She want to be in love so bad, but
It's
I
her
mean,
first.
anything because what? Because he accepts her, even though he's an asshole too.
He accepts everybody. He for everybody.
He for everybody, right? But yeah, y'all, that was pretty much this episode of the 90-day fiance that happened. Oh no, this is before the 90 days. It's not the other way. We ain't dead yet. That's tomorrow. But anyway, y'all, if you haven't already, please make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button for us.
Make sure you comment
Make sure that you subscribe.
and hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And yeah, y'all, we'll be back next week for another round of foolishness. And then we still, again, have a whole nother couple over here, because last time I pointed the wrong way, over here that we got to go through.
Maybe Brian and what's her face on it?
I think they're going to fall off. I do too. I think they're going to fall off. But yeah, y'all, because like I said, I don't think it's fair what he's doing to Ingrid. And I think that she tried to wrap her mind around possibly trying to see what it would be like being with him. And I think after the first night and seeing everything that it entailed, I think she was ready to check out then, but she still keeps giving him chances because she feels bad. And it's not fair to her because I really don't think that she's into him like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, let us know what you think. Drop in the comments and we'll catch you next week. Have a good night. Bye-bye.